All right, children. This is the last week before you are going to answer your board examination, right? Well, we'll see the objective questions of mathematics, right? From each chapter, each concept, and related to each concept, we'll see examples. So let's get started without wasting the time. The first chapter is chapter 1, real numbers. Okay. The first thing I would like to bring to your notice is, what is this A upon B called? Rational number. But what is the definition? A upon B is a rational number under the condition. What is the condition? Yes, B not equal to 0. And A and B are any integers. They are any integers. A and B are any integers, but B cannot be equal to 0. So there was one question asked in Central Board. A upon B is a rational number under the condition dash. What is that condition? B not equal to 0. Now I can frame a question for you. A upon 2B plus 1 is a rational number if dash. You know, this denominator cannot be 0. So just write down 2b plus 1 is not equal to 0. Make b subject of the formula for the condition. So 2b is not equal to रहेगा minus 1. Therefore b is not equal to minus. So b not equal to minus 1 upon 2. This statement can be asked in any form. It can be true or false. It can be fill in the blanks. It can be multiple choice question. Is that clear? Okay. So that was the first concept. Yes, children. When I talk about the rational number, by definition, b is not equal to 0. Now this rational number can be 10 upon 20. It's a rational number. There's no doubt, because it satisfies the definition. जो condition है कि दोनों number integers होने चाहिए, positive, negative कोई भी, लेकिन denominator 0 नहीं होना चाहिए, तो नहीं है. So this is a rational, but 10 ones are 10 twos are. That is the reduced form of 10 upon 20. So generally when we have to choose a rational number, we have to take it in its reduced form. Let's take 6 upon 10. 2 3s are 2 5s are. So same rational number 6 upon 10 in its reduced form is 3 upon 5. Children, what do you mean by reduced form of a rational number? उसका जो numerator होता है और denominator होता है, उसका GCF is always 1. GCF, or you can say HCF of 3 and 5 is 1. So when the GCF of two numbers is 1, what are those numbers called? Co-primes, not primes. They are called co-primes. So here 3 and 5 are. So now you have the definition of co-primes. Two or more numbers whose HCF is 1 are called co-primes. You can be easily asked a question in the board examination, define co-primes. क्या definition दे गया? Two or more numbers whose HCF is 1 are called co-primes. As for example, 3 and 5. The HCF of 3 and 5 is 1. So 3 and 5 are called co-primes. Clear? Understood what are co-primes? Okay, after the rational number concept, let's move on to the next concept, and that is Euclid's division lemma. Once again, you can be easily asked, what do you mean by lemma? What do you mean by lemma? Or define lemma? Can you define it now?
The statement which is proven by mathematicians.
No, that is theorem. That is theorem. Okay. All right. Lemma is a proved statement, a proven statement, which is used in proving other statements. You understand? So what is lemma? Approved the. It's a definite statement. The proved या proven statement which is used to prove another statement is known as lemma. Is known as lemma. You understand? All right? Equivalent to theorem, but they have used the word lemma. So if this word defined lemma is asked, what is that? A proved statement used to prove another statement is known as lemma. Now what is Euclid's division lemma? To understand it conceptually, हम कुछ numbers ले लेते हैं और उसको divide करेंगे definite divisor से. The numbers I have chosen are 45, 925, then 70 and 25. I'm going to divide them by 8, 11, 3, 4. 8, 11, 3, 4. So in each case, I have chosen two positive integers. In the first case, I have chosen positive integers 45 and 8. In second case, I have chosen two positive integers 9, 25 and in third case 70 and 3, and in the fourth case I have chosen two positive integers. Now I am going to divide the larger one by smaller one. Alright, dividend is larger, divisor is, you know, this is called dividend. This one is called divisor. Correct? Chalo. 8 5s are 40 and remainder is 5. Division is over. This is called remainder and this one is called quotient. Correct? Now multiply this divisor with quotient. 8 5s are 40. Add remainder in it. 8 5s are 40 plus 5. 45. You are getting that? Let's see. In the next case. बोलिए 11 8s are 88. 4 remains 5. 11 O's are 44 and 1 remains. Let's see if it works here. Oh, 84 11s are करना पड़ेगा. 840 plus 84 412 9 924. Correct? And in that you add the remainder. So that is 925. You are getting it? Next case. 3 2s are 6. 1 remains. 3 3s are 9. 1 remains. Division is over. Let's check. 23 3s are 69. Plus 1. It's working. 4 6s are 24. 1 remains. Division is over. Divisor into quotient. 4 6s are 24. Plus remainder. So that is equal to. So in each case I can write here 45 is equal to 8 into 5 plus 5. In this case 925 dividend is 11 into 84 plus 1. In this case dividend 70 is divisor 3 into quotient 23 plus remainder 1. And in the last case 25 dividend is 4 into 6 plus 1, the remainder. Children, I choose two real numbers, positive integers, A and B, when A is greater than B is greater than B. That's why I took it as dividend. Bolo. I don't know now what to divide. But after division, I got something like Q and remainder I got R. Division के बाद ऊपर कुछ आएगा. I'm getting two more numbers. After division, I got two more integers, 5 and 5. In this case, 84 and 1. In this case, 23 and 1. In this case, 6 and 1. So in this case, when I divide A by B, I'm going to get two more integers, Q and such that बोलिए A is equal to BQ plus R. और ये जो divisor होता है, see if divisor is 4, what can be the possible remainders? 4 नहीं हो सकता है, लेकिन remainder 3 हो सकता है, 2 हो सकता है, 1 हो सकता है और 0 भी हो सकता है. यहाँ divisor क्या है? So remainder cannot be 3. उससे कम 2 हो सकता है, 1 हो सकता है और 0. I hope you know this. Remainder is 11. Sorry, divisor is 11. So remainder cannot be 11, but it can be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, 0. ये सारे रिमाइंडर्स हो सकते हैं. तो यहाँ भी वही लेंगे हम लोग. ये जो रिमाइंडर है वो 0 हो सकता है, हर एक में 0 है और greater than 0 है. So greater than equal to 0, but it will be always less than 4, less than 3, less than 11, and less than 8 in each of these cases respectively. So in this case it will be less than children. इसी को कहते हैं Euclid's division. All right. For two positive integers a and for two positive integers a and bracket में लिखेंगे a greater than, there exist other two positive integers q and such that अथवा satisfying a is equal to bq plus r is greater than equal to 0 and less than. This statement was given by Euclid and it came to be known as Euclid's division. Is that clear? Okay. I'll write the statement. Alright. So what is Euclid's division lemma? For two positive integers a and b, there exist two positive integers q and such that, or you can say satisfying. What is that largest number? A is equal to b, that is divisor into quotient plus remainder, and this remainder is always greater than equal to and less than divisor. So this statement is known as Euclid's division. Is that clear? Understood? Sure? Children, there is one more definition, and that is algorithm. What do you mean by algorithm? Algorithm का मतलब क्या है? मैंने बताया था पहले भी जब when I did the chapter. All right? आपको सुबह में तैयार होना है ना? ऐसा कुछ बताया था. You have to get ready for the school. You got up and now you have to get ready. So there are series of steps that you have to perform. है ना? पहले नहा लिया, फिर खा लिया, नहाते समय कपड़े नहीं उतारे, साबुन पर ही लगा दिया. ऐसा तो नहीं करेंगे ना? कपड़े निकालेंगे, पानी डालेंगे, फिर साबुन. मतलब हर एक स्टेप एक ऑर्डर में होना चाहिए. Are you getting me? पैंट पहन लिया, ऊपर चड्डी पहन लिया, ऐसा तो नहीं बनेगा. पहले चड्डी पहनेंगे, फिर पैंट पहनेंगे. See, there are series of steps to be performed. You have a problem. You have a task to do. The task is getting ready for school. ये आसानी से आपके दिमाग में बैठ जाएगा, इसलिए मैं ये एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूं. Are you getting me? So each and every step, when they are performed in order, the problem is solved. You understand? The task is done. So ये series of orderly framed steps जो होते हैं, that is called algorithm. So what is algorithm? A series of steps. If I want to put the word given in the textbook, series of well-defined steps. Well-defined steps. All right, which gives a procedure. आपको पूरा प्रोसेस मिला, आपको पूरा सॉल्यूशन मिला. Which gives a procedure for solving a type of problem is known as algorithm. So children, you may not prepare all this type of things when you are preparing your objective questions. So here we are. Okay. So if it is asked in the examination, what do you mean by algorithm or define algorithm? So आप quickly remember करो the series of well-defined steps for solving a problem, or it gives you a procedure to solve the problem. You can write in your own words, doesn't matter. Now, एक Persian mathematician था. Persian mathematician. All right, Persian mathematician. His name is big one, wrong one. Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. This was the name of the Persian mathematician who defined algorithm, and he gave the word algorithm. All right, that means algorithm is a Persian word. इसका मतलब भी ये हुआ कि algorithm एक Persian word है, तो कुछ भी objective आ सकता है. You understand? So Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. That is the name of the Persian mathematician. All right. Okay. Fine. All right, children. The next concept that we are going to see is how to represent a positive integer, and it can be represented in number of ways, variety of ways. Let's see. Various ways of representing positive integer n. The integer is n, right? If I divide n by 1, n by 2, n by 3, and n by 4, let's see what we are getting. I'm dividing here by 1, dividing by 2, dividing by 3, and dividing by 4. So here I'm going to get q. And of course, here I'm going to get r after division. Here I'm going to get q and at the end r. Q and at the end r. After division, you will get quotient and remainder. All right. I hope you understand. You will understand that. So what is the number n is equal to here? 1q plus r. But in this case, the remainder is, the divisor is, so remainder cannot be 1. It will be smaller than that. So that is 0. So that is q plus, so n is equal to q. So any integer can be represented as दूसरा. In this case, what will be n? 2q plus r. But in this case, r will be what? It cannot be 2. Less than 2. 1 or, so दो तरीके हैं. 2q plus 0. May I write or may not write? चलेगा? Okay. Or 2q plus 1. So you can represent any integer in this form. Either 2q or 2q plus 5. Here, बोलो m is equal to, जल्दी बताइए, 3q plus r. But that remainder 3 नहीं हो सकता है, 2 हो सकता है, 1 हो सकता है, 0. So it can be 3q if you put 0. It can be 3q plus 1 if you put 1. और r आप 2 रखोगे तो 3q plus 2. Without division I can say that now. बोलो 4q plus 1, 4q plus 2 or 4q plus 3. And if I take one more and divide by 5, बोलो क्या आएगा? 5q plus 1, 5q plus 2, 5q plus 3, 5q plus 4. So any integer can be represented in this form, or in this form. Right? Yahan, I'll take q is equal to anything, 1, 2, 0 if I want, I can take 0 also. q0 लिया तो n equal to 0, q1 लिया तो n equal to 1, q2 लिया तो that positive integer is 1, 2, 3 लिया तो 3. Okay, you may eliminate, discard 0. Now if I take q is equal to 0, this will be 0. This will be 0 plus 1, 1. If I take q is equal to 1, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 3, 2 1s are 2 plus, okay. If I, 1 minute, just see. I am taking q is equal to 0. 0 into 2 is 0. इसकी value. Then 0 2s are 0 plus 1 1. Now I take q is equal to 1. 1 2s are 2. 1 2s are 2 plus 1 3. Now I take q is equal to 2. So 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1 5. You will get ये multiple of 2 even numbers मिल रहा है. 2 4 6 8 मिलता जाएगा. यहाँ multiple take q equal to 0. 0 into 3 0. 0 plus 1 1. 0 plus 2 2. Now take the q is equal to 1. 1 3s are 3 plus 1 3 plus 2 follow 2 2 3s are. So here you are going to get multiple of 3. And this what you will get next 7 8 फिर 9 10 11 9 में सब मिलते जाएंगे. So this 3q represents multiple of 3. What about 3q plus 1? उसमें कुछ odd numbers है कुछ even numbers है. What do you mean by 3q plus 2? There are some even integers and some are odd integers. अब यहाँ देखो. What do you mean by 2q? They are all representing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 मिलते जाएंगे. So they are all representing even integers. और this you see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 मिलते जाएंगे. So 2q plus 1 represents. So 2q always represents even integers. 2q plus 1 always represent. सिर्फ q लोगे तो it represent any integer. अब 3q लोगे तो it will represent multiples of 3. 3q plus 1 लोगे तो उसमें even भी आता है odd भी आता है. इसमें भी even आता है odd आता है. Next one. बोलो 4q में क्या मिलेगा? 0 फिर 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 आयो. See 4q 4 8 12 या multiples of 4. इसमें सब odd ही मिल रहे हैं लेकिन कुछ odd missing है. 3 नहीं है, 7 नहीं है, 11 नहीं है. So 4q plus 1 represents odd but not all odd numbers. Similarly 4q plus 2 2 it represents even numbers but not all. और ये represents all odd numbers but not all. यहाँ आप देखोगे 2q plus 1 it represents all odd numbers. चलो यहाँ 5q by 0 પછી અહીંયા 1 2 3 4 પછી 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. अब 5q represents multiple of 5. 5q plus 1 उसमें दो इवन नंबर है, दो ऑड नंबर है. सो ऑड नंबर भी रिप्रेजेंट करता है, इवन नंबर भी रिप्रेजेंट करता है. 5q plus 2 उसमें दो इवन है, दो ऑड. 5q plus 3 दो इवन है, दो ऑड. मतलब आगे जाएंगे तो ऑड इवन दोनों रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं. ये भी ऑड इवन रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं. ऑलराइट, अब यहां से जो मैं क्वेश्चन बनाना चाहता हूं वो क्वेश्चन क्या है, which can be asked in please स्टैंडर्ड पेपर में पूछा जा सकता है. Which one of the following does not always represent? Which one of the following does not always represent an odd positive integer? An odd positive integer. And the options are 2q plus 1, 4q plus 1, 4q plus 3 and 5q plus 1. Please 2q plus 1 आप देख लो, it represents always odd integer. 4q plus 1 देखो 4q plus 1 वो odd integer ही represent करता है. Not all but odd integer ही represent करता है. 4q plus 3 वो odd integer ही represent करता है. And 5q plus 1 वो सारे odd integer को represent नहीं करता है. So which one of them? 5q plus 1. It does not always represent odd integer. Okay. All right. The another concept is of the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. That is all about prime factorization. If I choose this number 156, then to just obtain the prime factors, 2 sevens are 14, 1 remains 8 are. 2 threes are 1 remains 9. 3 ones are 8 and 13 is prime. So 156 is 2 are repeated, so 2 square into 3 into 13. So you can represent 156 as product. You can represent this positive integer as product of prime factors. These are factors. 2 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 3 is a factor, 13 is a factor. And so these are products of factors. So every positive integer can be expressed as the product of prime factors. And this expression is unique. किसी ने ऐसे कर दिया, किसी ने स्टार्ट कर दिया 13 से, 13 1 are 13, 2 remains, 13 2s are, फिर लिखा 3 4s are, फिर 2 2s are, 2 2s are. So 156 is equal to 13 into 3 into 2 square. Only the order has changed. Otherwise, the product is same. ये product same. सिर्फ order बदल गया. And that is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay? Every positive integer can be expressed as a product of prime factors, and this expression is unique. The order of the factors may be different. Okay? The statement is somewhat like this. Every composite number होगा तभी factor होगा. Prime number के तो 1 और the number itself दो ही है, right? So every composite number can be expressed or can be factorized as product of prime numbers, and this expression is unique and apart from the order in which they exist or occur. That is the statement I am writing from the book. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Please. Every positive integer, not integer but every composite number, वो लेना है. Every composite number can be expressed as what? Expressed as the product of prime factors या numbers, and this expression जो express किया, this expression is unique. एक ही, सबका आंसर एक ही आएगा. Unique is unique apart from the order in which the factors occur. The factors occur अथवा exist. Factor का order अलग होगा, बाकी product is one and the same. This is called fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Objective question में, revision में मैंने ये कराया, वीडियो में बनाया. The reason is you can be asked, state the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Then you should know every composite number can be expressed as a product of prime factors, and this expression, this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the factors occur or exist. You understand? अच्छा, ये तो टफ हो गया आपके लिए शायद. कुछ बच्चे कर पाएंगे, कुछ बच्चे वर्ड्स में इधर उधर हो जाएंगे, राइट? मीनिंग भी बदल जाएगा लिखते समय. लेकिन I said one definite question would be there. वो क्या हो सकता है? तो फैक्टर ट्री वो पूछा जाएगा आपको. यही 156 हमने प्राइम फैक्टर्स उसके निकाले बाय प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड, लेकिन उसका ट्री बनाएंगे, फैक्टर्स का ट्री. यहां से आप सिंपली एक एंगल बना दो या वी बना दो. इसको हम वर्टेक्स बोलेंगे और इसको हम एक्सट्रीम बोलेंगे. प्रोडक्ट ऑफ दिस टू विल बी इक्वल टू 156. या पहला प्राइम फैक्टर कौन सा है? 2 7s are 14, 1 remains, 2 8s are. So 2 into 78. ये तो प्राइम फैक्टर मिल गया। अब यहां फिर से v बना दो, फिर से कौन सा नेक्स्ट फैक्टर 2 इज अ फैक्टर ऑफ 78। बोलो 2 3 6, एक बचा 9। ये तो प्राइम फैक्टर मिला, लेकिन ये कंपोजिट है, सो अगेन v बना दो। बोलो नाउ इट्स नॉट 3, 2 इज नॉट अ फैक्टर, 3, सो 3 इज अ फैक्टर, 3 1 3 3, तो ये भी प्राइम मिल गया। सो ये ब्रांचेस आगे नहीं जाएगी अभी। सो हियर यू कैन राइट 156 इज इक्वल टू, जो भी प्राइम है, 2 into 2 into 3 into 30. If you want, you can write this as 2 square into 3 into 30. So these are the prime factors of 156. अब एग्जाम में आपको कुछ ऐसे देंगे, ऐसे, है ना? ये रहा क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू द कॉन्सेप्ट दैट आई जस्ट डिस्कस्ड विथ यू। ऑलराइट, ऐसे देंगे तो आपको पता होना चाहिए v, मैंने कहा इसको वर्टेक्स बोलेंगे, इसको एक्सट्रीम बोलेंगे। सो वर्टेक्स नंबर इज द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एक्सट्रीम नंबर। यहां पता नहीं है तो मैं x लिख देता हूं। सो यू नो 2 into x is equal to 156. So x is equal to 156 divided by 2. 2 7s are 14 and 8 हो गया, that x is equal to 7, है ना? अब चलिए यहां मैंने 3 दे और ये पता है, ऑलराइट, इसको मैंने y बोल दिया। अब तुमको एंगल देख लो, वो वर्टेक्स y है, दैट इज इक्वल टू प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एक्सट्रीम नंबर्स 3 into 30। मैं इसको एक्सट्रीम बोलूंगा और इसको वर्टेक्स बोलूंगा, बस वो सीधा मिल गया 13 3 39। सो दिस y इज 30। ऑलराइट, हम कुछ ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करेंगे ना, लेट्स सी वो ऑफ दिस टाइम बिकॉज़ इट विल बी आस्क्ड इन द एग्जाम। कुछ तो बहुत टफ रहेंगे, बट बेसिक आप क्या याद रखोगे? वर्टेक्स नंबर is equal to the product of extreme numbers, और वर्टेक्स और एक्सट्रीम हमने अपने खुद के बनाए शब्द है। ऑलराइट, 5005, बस हम फैक्टराइजेशन करते हैं, फिर बाद में देखेंगे। बोलो 5 से डिविजिबल है ना? 5 इज अ फैक्टर, प्राइम फैक्टर ऑफ दैट। 5 1 0 0 0 1। बोलिए अब ये किसका है? इट इज डिविजिबल बाय व्हाट? डिविजिबल 11 से 11 9 99, एक बचा, यस, वो चेक करना पड़ेगा। 5 7 9, नॉट 9, 11 13 17, आपको चेक करते रहना पड़ेगा। सो 11 9 99, एक बचा, 11 1 9 भी पता होना चाहिए। ये 7 से नहीं जा रहा है, ये 7 से जा रहा है, 13 7 जा रहा है, 7 और 13। ओके, ऑर्डर कुछ भी हो, नो प्रॉब्लम। यहां भी 7 से जा रहा था, लेकिन तब पता नहीं लगा, 11 किसी ने बता दिया, चेक कर लिया, हो रहा है, कोई बात। सो अब सब प्राइम नंबर्स मिल गए, है ना? सो 5005 इज 5 into 11 into 7 into, the order doesn't matter, असेंडिंग ऑर्डर या डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर, या ऑर्डर ना हो तो भी कोई बात नहीं, असेंडिंग या डिसेंडिंग ना हो तो भी कोई बात नहीं। चलिए अब मैं बात कर रहा हूं इसकी, राइट, या ये 91 ले लेते हैं, 7 इसको, ठीक है? आपको करना है ना, यू नो, ये x मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 1001 इज इक्वल टू 5005। So x is equal to 5005 divided by 1001, आसानी से पता चलता है 1 और 5। So this x is equal to 5। अब ये वर्टेक्स नंबर है 91, ये एक्सट्रीम नंबर, इसको y बोल दिया, so 7 into 1, so 91 divided by 7 is equal to 1, 7 1 and 7, so y equal to 30। Is that clear children? मैं यहाँ सिर्फ कुछ नंबर्स लिख रहा हूँ, बराबर? जो भी वीडियो देखेंगे लेकिन प्रैक्टिस एट होम। इसी नंबर से कोई ना कोई नंबर 3 आएगा। फॉर योर प्रैक्टिस यू हैव दिस 140, सेकंड नंबर 234, थर्ड 1176, फोर्थ 13915 और फिफ्थ 7429. ऑलराइट, इसको देख लो 7429 कितना टफ है. ऑलराइट, पता ही नहीं, सीधा 17 से वो जा रहा है, सीधा 17 से जा रहा है, 2 से नहीं जा रहा है, 3 से नहीं जा रहा है, 5 से नहीं जा रहा है, 7 is not a factor, 11 is not a factor, 13 is not a factor, 17 is a factor. वो तो आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा. 17 अब डिवाइड कर लो और क्या. 17 कितना जा, 17 3 जा 53, 4 जा 68, 4 जा 68, so 6 remains. अभी 3 जा 51, so 11 and 9, 17 7 जा 119. See, so here you got 430. फिर से गड़बड़, ये भी है ना, और ये जा रहा है 19 से, आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा. 437 डिवाइड बाय 19, 19 2 जा 38, 5 1 और 7, 19 9 जा 9 3 जा, is it 30 फिर से 5 या 57 ही 0 0, so 19 3 जा 58 7, so this is 23. ये भी प्राइम द लास्ट वन, so 17 into 19 into, अब इसको यहाँ आपको ये दे दिया ऐसे और ऐसे, आपको ढूंढना पड़ेगा. लेकिन ये आसान है, ये आसान है क्योंकि आपको पता है कि this into x is equal to this, तो आपको ये 17 से डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा, तो ये मिल जाएगा. now this is equal to this into this, तो आपको इसको 19 से डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा, तो आपको मिल जाएगा. is that clear? so that is the question that can be asked. Okay, so children, after the previous concept we have got 4 questions here. They are objective questions. Let's answer them. Write 98 as product of its prime factors. बड़ा आसानी से आप ये लिख लो, 249 are 7 7 are 7. So 98 is 2 multiplied by 7. This is your answer. 98 is 2 into 7. Product of its prime factors हो गया. Okay. Next. Write exponent of 2 in the prime factorization of 140. चलिए 144 का पहले प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन. 2 7 जा 2 जा 2 36 जा 2 18 जा 2 9 जा 3 3 जा 3 1 जा. So 144 can be written as, बोलो, 2 raised to 4 into 3 square. What is the exponent of 2? Write the exponent of 2 in the prime factorization of 144. This is the prime factorization of 144 और उसमें 2 का exponent है 4. So answer is just 4. Correct? Okay. क्या है? Pause करो. All right. So that disturbance. Anyway, I hope you have understood. Write the exponent of only 2. 2 का ही exponent. And that answer is 4. See the next one. Clever. दूसरा देखो. Write the sum of exponent. जितने भी exponent है उसका total. The sum of exponent of prime factorization of 98 का prime factorization हमारे पास है. सीधा लिख देता हूँ. 2 into 7 raised to. I'm interested only in the exponent. The exponent here is, और यहाँ नहीं है तो समझो सिर्फ एक्सपोनेंट का टोटल 1 plus 2. So answer is 3. The sum of exponents of prime factorization of 98 is 3. So ऐसे कुछ questions स्टैंडर्ड पेपर में हो सकते हैं. The next one. If the prime factorization of natural number n, कोई एक नेचुरल नंबर है, कोई नंबर है, we don't know, उसका प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन 2 क्यूब into 3 square into 5 square into 7. If the prime factorization of natural number n is this, I've written it. Write the number of consecutive zeros in it. Children, ये 2 or 10, 2 or 5, it gives you 0. 2 multiplied by 5, एक एक होगा तो 2 स्क्वायर इंटू 5 स्क्वायर होगा तो 100, 2 0. 2 में उसका इंडेक्स देखो. व्हाट इज द इंडेक्स ऑफ 2? व्हाट इज द इंडेक्स ऑफ 5? आपको लोअर इंडेक्स लेना है. कौन सा इंडेक्स लेना है? दो में से सिर्फ 2 और 5 वाले पावर्स ही लेना है. पावर विद बेस 2 और पावर विद बेस, उसके एक्सपोनेंट्स को देख लीजिए, ऑब्जर्व करिए. कौन सा लोअर एक्सपोनेंट है? 2. तो इसका जो भी नंबर है उसमें 2 जीरो कॉन्सेक्यूटिव आए. यहां जो भी नंबर होगा लेकिन उसमें 2 zeros एंड पे आए. 2 consecutive successive zeros आपको मिलेंगे. So how many zeros you will get? Here the answer is 2. 2 zeros you will get. यहां 5 होता 5 raised to 5 तो लोअर 3 हो जाता. So you could have got 3 zeros in that case. Are you getting me? All right, children. After those 4 questions, next is the relationship between two numbers A and B and their HCF. And I hope you remember, for two numbers A and B, the product of two numbers is equal to product of their HCF and LCM. HCF of numbers AB and LCM of numbers AB. दोनों का प्रोडक्ट that is equal to the product of two numbers. The product of two numbers is always equal to the product of their HCF and LCM. पता है ना? अभी मैं ले रहा हूं नंबर 4 और 10. Let's find out HCF. डायरेक्ट बोलो HCF क्या होगा? 2 और LCM क्या होगा? 20 होगा ना? कोई और नंबर ले लेते हैं. 12 और 15. बोलिए HCF क्या होगा? 3. 10 के बच्चे नहीं बता पा रहे हैं. LCM क्या होगा? 60. ऑलराइट, LCM 60. अब और एग्जांपल्स ले. HCF is always a factor of LCM. HCF is always a factor of, आप 20 का फैक्टर निकालोगे तो उसमें 2 मिलेगा. आप 60 का फैक्टर निकालोगे तो उसमें 3 मिलेगा. सो फैक्टर. HCF is always a factor of, HCF of two numbers is always a factor of LCM of those two numbers. And if you say conversely, bolo, LCM is a multiple of HCF. LCM of any two number is always a multiple of HCF. देखो 60 is a multiple of 20 is a multiple of. So ये रिलेशनशिप और ये कॉन्सेप्ट के बेस पे शायद 5-6 क्वेश्चंस हैं. I'll ask Kavya to read, all right, and please read loudly. I may not write the question, okay, so that we don't waste much time in writing the question. Yes, Kavya, start the first one.
Two numbers have 12 as their HCF and 350 as their LCM. Say true or false.
Two numbers, we don't know. Their HCF. HCF of two numbers is what?
12.
12. And
LCM is 350.
LCM of this two number is 350. LCM of these two numbers is 350. Say true or false. क्या ये हो सकता है? दो नंबर का LCM 12 और वही दो नंबर का LCM 350. तो 12 को फैक्टर होना चाहिए. If 12 is factor of 350, so we will divide 350 by 12. If I get remainder 0, 12 is a factor, and hence this is possible. चलिए, 12 2s are 24, 110. 12 9s are 108, है ना? 12 9s are 108. So remainder is not 0. So 12 is not a factor. So this is not possible. This is false. False. Is that clear? Yes. Next.
The LCM of two numbers is 1200. Which of the following can't be their LCM?
The LCM of two numbers. Two numbers हम एक ही ले लेते हैं. XY जो भी लेना है. The LCM is 1200. 1200. Then which of the following cannot be their HCF? HCF में 4 चॉइस दी है. तो कौन सा HCF नहीं हो सकता है? बोलो पहला.
600.
Is 600 a factor of this? Exactly divisible. Next.
500.
Is 500 a factor of this? चेक करना पड़ेगा। चलो फिर
400.
400 है, डेफिनेटली है, ये है 403 जा, 602 जा, और नेक्स्ट
200.
206 जा, ये भी है। सो आप 1200 को 500 से डिवाइड करोगे तो यू वोंट गेट रिमाइंडर 0। 12 डिवाइड बाय 5, है ना? सो दिस कैन नॉट बी द HCF if the LCM is 1200. Got it? Next one.
If the LCM of A and 18 is 36.
LCM of small a and 18. LCM of A and 18 is
36.
36. Yes.
And the HCF of A and 18 is 2.
HCF of A and 18 is
2.
2. Yes.
A equals to 1.
Right. You know the two numbers are A and 18. The two numbers are A and 18. So product of these two numbers is equal to product of their HCF and LCM. बोलो HCF क्या दिया? 2 HCF is 2 और LCM क्या दिया? 36. So A into 18 is equal to 2 into 36. 18 ones are 18 twos are. So A is equal to 4. That's the answer. Is that clear? Next.
The HCF of 26 and 169 is 30.
The HCF of 26 and 139.
169.
Sorry, 169 is
13.
13. Okay.
Then LCM of it is.
Then LCM of same number is what? Again, relationship. The two numbers are 26 and 169. So product of those two numbers is equal to product of HCF and LCM. वही दोनों नंबर का। इसका HCF क्या है? 13 और LCM हमें ढूंढना है। So 26 into 169. बोलो 13 सा और 26 into 13 जो भी आएगा। 13 सा 169 and multiply by 2. 169 multiply by 2. 18 1 13 1 330. That will be the LCM. Is that clear? चलिए next.
The LCM and HCF of two rational numbers are equal. Then numbers.
HCF and LCM are equal. जो दो नंबर है HCF of A and B, LCM of A and B, that is equal. X दोनों का same. This is possible only when they are equal. ये दोनों नंबर इक्वल हो तभी LCM और HCF. बोलो यहाँ 10 लिया और यहाँ 10 लिया. What is HCF of 10 and 10? 10. What is the LCM of 10 and 10? So if HCF and LCM are equal, those two numbers are always equal. ध्यान में रखो. You understand? दो नंबर का HCF और LCM इक्वल है. This is possible only when the two numbers are equal. I will explain to you. आप HCF of two numbers, LCM of those two same numbers. यहां भी वही है, सपोज के 7, यहां भी वही है 7, they are equal. 7 है तो इसको भी 7 होना, तो ये दो नंबर 7 और 7 ही है, they are equal. You understand? Next.
If the sum of LCM.
Now
and
this is very
HCF
interesting for standard paper. Yes.
If the sum of LCM and HCF of two numbers is 1260.
Bas, that's it. The sum of HCF and LCM of two numbers, let's say AB. The sum of HCF and LCM of two numbers is
1260.
1260. Yes.
And their LCM is 900 more than their HCF.
That LCM of these two numbers is more than HCF of AB by 900. So you can do one thing. LCM of AB. Convert inequality to equality. This is smaller quantity by 900. So HCF of AB by plus 900. Children, आपको सिर्फ दो इक्वेशन मिला. ढूंढना क्या है?
Then the product of two numbers is dash.
आपको प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू नंबर्स, ये दो नंबर का प्रोडक्ट ढूंढना है. भाई प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू नंबर इज नथिंग बट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ HCF एंड ये HCF को मैं x बता रहा हूं, ये LCM को मैं y बता रहा हूं, तो मुझे इक्वेशन क्या मिला? x plus y is equal to 12
60.
LCM को मैंने y बताया है ना? y बताया है ना, और HCF को मैंने x बताया है, so y minus x is equal to 900. दो इक्वेशन मिल गए, अभी आसानी से आप सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. 2y is equal to 0, 6, 2100. So y 1080. So y is 1080. मतलब LCM is 1080. कोई एक इक्वेशन में डाल दो 1080. So 1260 minus 1080, 081. So that is 18. X is what?
18.
अब yeah, HCF into LCM is the product. So 1080 multiplied by 180. पहले वो चार ऑप्शन बताइए.
203 400.
400. ऑप्शन बी.
194400.
सी.
198400.
और डी.
205400.
205400. The product of two numbers is any one of this. Let's see. ये 00 निकाल दो, आखिर में 20 में ऐड कर दो. 0, 8, 0, 1, 64 और 80. So 4, 4, 9, 1 और 2 0 ऐड कर दो. 1, 9. Yeah, answer is. All right. The product of those two numbers is. Yeah, no questions. Next. Okay. So that's all based on this concept. We'll see another concept, and that is the final concept of this chapter. Okay? The last two of concepts. Okay, children. एक और चीज ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. Carl Friedrich Gauss, all right, 1777 to 1855, is the third most popular mathematician in the world after Newton and Archimedes. न्यूटन और आर्किमिडीज के बाद इसका नाम है और उसको ये नेम दिया गया प्रिंस ऑफ मैथमेटिशियंस. So who amongst the following mathematician is called the prince of mathematicians? So Newton, सिर्फ गॉस या पूरा नाम दिया होगा या एंड देन या दूसरा दो नाम. ओके, सो द आंसर इज गॉस. याद रखना, ये पूछ सकते हैं. चलो, द लास्ट कॉन्सेप्ट इट इज बेस्ड ऑन इरेशनल. इट इज बेस्ड ऑन इरेशनल्स या इरेशनल नंबर्स. ऑलराइट, ओके. सम ट्रू और फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट्स आर रीड.
4 is to n.
4 raised to n.
N is a natural number.
Where n is a natural number,
Ends with the
ends with the
digit 0.
ends with the digit
0.
0. Ends with the digit 0. देखो, ये 4 raised to n. n is a natural number. आप नेचुरल नंबर में से 1 लो, 2 लो, 3 लो, whatever you want to take. So बोलो 4 raised to 1. Answer will be 4. 4 square. Answer will be 16. 4 cube. Answer will be 64. It will never end with 0. You can see it ends with either 4 or
6.
either 4 raised to 1. या 4 और 6 से के अलावा उसका एंडिंग में दिखाने वाला. So the statement is false. Next.
The sum of two irrationals is always irrational.
कोई भी दो इरेशनल नंबर ले लो. √2 plus √2, √3. They are irrational. So its sum is irrational. The sum of two irrational numbers. कुछ भी ले लो, 2 √3 plus √3. They are like terms, but still it will be 3 √3, which is still irrational. So sum of two irrational number is always irrational. The statement is true. Next.
The product of two irrationals is always irrational.
√2 into √3. √2 into √3. That is √6. वो तो इरेशनल है, लेकिन √2 into √2 तो रेशनल बन गया. तो प्रोडक्ट, ये तो प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू इरेशनल ही है, बट द प्रोडक्ट इज रेशनल. √27 into √3, that is √81. 27 3 is 81 और वो तो 9 बन गया. So product of two irrational can be sometimes rational. So statement is false. If it says the product of two irrational is always irrational, the statement is false. Next.
The smallest number to be multiplied to root 27 to make rational is root 27.
चलिए, रूट 2 को रेशनलाइज करना है, तो यू विल मल्टीप्लाई बाय रूट 2, तो 2 हो गया, रेशनल बन गया. रूट 3 को रेशनलाइज करना है, सो मल्टीप्लाई बाय रूट 3, तो वो 3 हो गया. रूट 7 को रेशनलाइज करना है, सो मल्टीप्लाई बाय रूट 7, तो वो रेशनल हो गया. सो व्हाट यू मल्टीप्लाई विथ रूट 7, रूट 7. व्हाट यू विल मल्टीप्लाई विथ रूट 3, रूट 3. व्हाट यू विल मल्टीप्लाई विथ रूट 2, रूट 2. What you will multiply with root 8, root 27 to make it rational? Not root 8 or not root 27. Smallest number आपको चाहिए, तो what you have to do? Please pay attention. ये prime number नहीं, ये 2, 3, 7 prime. उसको जरा देख लीजिए. 8 का prime factors 2, 8s are 2, 2s are 2, 4s are 2, 2s are 2, 1s. अब दिस इज एक्चुअली 2 रूट 2. हम रेशनलाइज करने के लिए क्या मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा? रूट 2 मल्टीप्लाई करना. उसी तरह 27, 3 9s are 3, 3s are 3 बने. सो ये बाहर निकल गया 3 रूट 3. सो यू डोंट हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई रूट 27. You can multiply root 3, the smallest number, to make it rational. Is that clear? Okay. So what should be multiplied to root 27 to make it rational? रूट 27 से भी रेशनल होगा, लेकिन स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर चाहिए तो रूट 3. चलिए नेक्स्ट.
If P1 and P2 are two distinct primes, then their HCF is P1 into P2.
P1 and P2, they are prime numbers. They are primes. Then what is their HCF? बोल दे prime number हो तो HCF is always 1. અને LCM શોધવું હોય તો prime number માં P1 into P2. સાંભળો, 2 અને 3. 2 નો ફેક્ટર પાડો, 1 2 સા. 3 ના ફેક્ટર પાડો, 1 3. 1 સિવાય કઈ કોમન? તો HCF is 1. પ્રાઇમ નંબર હોય તો HCF 1. LCM શોધવું હોય તો જે કોમન છે તે લખી દીધું, બાકીનું બધું પ્રોડક્ટ કરી દો, so that is equal to 6. એટલે પ્રોડક્ટ ઓફ those two numbers is that. Product of the two numbers. Is that clear? Fine. Next.
The remainder when the square of any prime number divided by 6 is what?
Square of any prime number. Prime number square. When divided by
6.
6. What will be the remainder? That is the question. Prime number choose कर लीजिए. 2 square. 2 prime number लिया तो 4. 3 prime number लेंगे तो 3 square 9. 5 लेंगे तो 25. 7 लेंगे तो 49. Every time we have to divide by 6. 6 zeros are 0. What is the remainder? 4. 6 ones are 6. What is the remainder? 3. 6 fours are 24. What is the remainder? 6 eights are 48. What is the remainder? Remainder 4, 3, 1 आ रहे. Okay, next prime number 7 के बाद 11. 121 divide by 6. 6 twos are 12. 0. Brought down, so divide करवानो. 6 zeros are 0. So remainder is 1. After 11, next prime number is 13. 169. Divide by 6. 6 twos are 12. 4 remains. 6 eights are 48. 1 remains. आप देख सकते हैं कि पहले दो केसेस को छोड़कर बाकी सब में रिमाइंडर 1. क्वेश्चन क्या है?
The remainder when the square of any prime number divided by 6 is what?
True of all statement. No, it's not always one. This statement becomes true if I say the remainder obtained on dividing square of any prime number greater than 3. Greater than 3 से शुरू करना is always 1. So then the statement becomes true. Next. Finished? Okay. So children, that's all that we have to do. Objective questions in chapter 1. आज का target chapter 2 और chapter 3 भी है. But it won't take as much time as we have taken in the first chapter. I have taken more time in the first chapter for simple reason. Well, उसका mark load बहुत कम है, इसलिए हमने बहुत ज़्यादा revision किया नहीं. All right. Anyways, wish you all the best for this particular first chapter. Score all the marks. Okay. जो भी objective आया कंप्लीट स्कोर कर देगा।